Welcome to Cernunnosmas. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I don't know if it's a C, Cernunnos, or Cur. The first four letters are Cern, C-E-R-N, which has to do with the Hadron particle collider. Cernunnos. Stay in your goddamn lane, motherfucker. On the road, jingle jangle. But, Christmas, what do we do with it? Well, we don't have to make up we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Known as Saturnalia, why Saturn? Because Saturn rules Capricorn, the winter solstice, and the midwinter season of Aquarius. Saturn rules. And then the last season of winter, Pisces, Saturn's joy. So Saturn's exalted in Libra too, which is something to reflect upon. So we have this winter solstice where the sun is at its very lowest, weakest, smallest. Hence we have the idea of a child baby. And then light is going to start growing from this day forth. Therefore, we have a baby being born. And what's a baby? It grows. Just as the light will grow. So as without, so within. And what we want to do is sync ourselves up with Saturn, sync ourselves up with Chronos, synchronicity, and we want to sync ourselves up with the sun, our soul of our solar system. So it's good to imagine, realize that within us, in our blood, is light. Fire is in our waters. The combination of fire, warmth, heat from the man's erect penis, together with the woman's moisture of her vagina, we create a fucking soul bearer. The great soul bearer. Lucifer's the light bearer. Lucifer. What bears the light in us? Our blood. And that comes together. The blood comes out of the water. That's how the water is turned into wine. Our body doesn't. Our body is fucking lit. It's crazy. We don't understand any of it, really. We don't understand very infinitesimal amount of our body. Our body is our temple, the housing of El, light, a temp El, temporary holding place for El, for Saturn and the sun. The sun is a son of Saturn, I'm pretty sure. Earth, creation, is a son of Chronos and Rhea. Creation. Daughter of creation, actually. Well, these are all good things that we want to bring into. So, as an Aquarian, my fellow Aquarians, what do we do about Christmas time? We teach on this meaning of it. And we're together with our ancestors. And so we teach about Phosphorus, Christopher, Lucifer, the light bearer. And right now that light has been, it's like winter solstice is the new moon of the year, but it's the sun, so it's the new sun of the year. Many gods, sun gods, were born on December 25th, when the sun seemingly is stationed and is traversing north, stops, traversing south, stops, and starts its movement back up north. Hopefully, we take that shit for granted, but it has happened every year for the past thousands of years. So we want to nurture. First of all, we want to fucking be aware of this knowledge, gnosis. The Aquarian is a Gnostic church, temple, because we have this knowledge, this gnosis that's been passed down and hidden, and it makes up the mystical traditions of the religions. It's the backbone of the fucking religions. No, they just went on and lost the real meanings of this shit. But Masonry holds these teachings. But I tell you what, I know Masons who don't know any of this shit. So this kernel, this little flame of light, we want to carry it, the torchbearer. We're given this light, this new sun, in the lowest part of the year, which is why we have the Baphomet card symbolizing Capricorn in the Tarot. And it has the caduceus coming out of in its body, and fire. One torch holding up, the other torch holding down. It's bringing us up. Satan. Sex. It's our downfall. The misuses of our sexual energy kicked us out of the Garden of Eden. And through sex, we get back into the Garden of Eden. When we do sex sacredly, not animalistically, but it's taking on the animal and beautifying the beast. That's how we raise this light up our body, through our central nervous system and our spinal column, into our brain. The very cerebral spinal fluid that starts in the bottom of our coccyx, our tail bone, goes up through the middle. It's likened to a fennel, a hollowed out stem of a wheat sheaf stalk. And it captured the light in the fennel. Is the story of Prometheus. And then that light is brought to the top, the summer solstice, first day of Cancer season, around June 22nd. Where also we had the brightest star in the night sky, Sirius, Isis, where the sun conjuncts on July 4th. Which is why they chose to have our liberation, our Freedom Day, the 4th of July. Because we've liberated out of the darkness into the light, and we're crowned, and it's likened to 1,000 lotus petals unfurling. It's likened to 1,000 rays of light. You'll hear that from the Masons. George Bush said that in many speeches, a Mason, Skull and Bones. All of our CIA heads have been Skull and Bones members since its fucking inception. When John Kerry and George Bush went off and ran against each other, 2 Skull and Bone members going against each other. Yale. Yale means a goat. Ivanka Trump, who went into Chabad, Kabbalah, Orthodox Judaism, she took on the name Yael. Jared Kushner is a Capricorn. I think Ivanka Trump has got to be a Capricorn ascendant. We were born in the same hospital the same day, October 30th, 1981, Langsville Hospital. I'm a Capricorn ascendant, 6 degrees. I bet you she is. Or she's the total opposite. She's Cancer rising, perhaps. There's like the radical duality of this world. So when something beautiful and good comes into this world, like me, something evil and horrible had to come in. Yeah, right. But that's interesting to think that Donald Trump might have been in the in the hospital room next to me. That is assuming that he was there for the birth of his daughter, which is a pretty big assumption. And he's creepy as shit with her too, by the way. Let us keep Ivanka Trump in our prayer intentions, that she escapes the fucking grasp of Jared Kushner. That family's fucking... Look up his dad and what the shit that he's done. Blackmailing, setting his wife's husband up with a prostitute, video recording it, and trapping him, blackmailing him, and then sending it to his to his sister, while they were celebrating a birthday party. Shows up at the door. I don't know why I'm talking about that right now. It's fucked up. Anyways, so what happens if we fall into temptation and we have sex and we ejaculate? We have a spasm, an orgasm. It's a small death. You give out your life fluid energy. So what does this Gnostic teaching teach? That we're not supposed to have babies? I'm not sure. Because then we would cease to exist as humans. Well, they kind of believe that this is fucking hell. Why would you want to bring a baby into it? But you could also give, when we have a baby, we give an opportunity for a life to come in and escape it. So we're raising up demons when we have babies. Or we could be trapping fucking angels. We're both angels and demons. We're both the God and the fucking devil. Well, what happens if, first of all, if you don't know this information, you're not as guilty. So I'm sorry, now that you've learned it, you have a responsibility. What if you're single and you practice chastity and you don't fucking watch pornography and jerk off and be a jerk off? You know, sex is just a very poignant part of it. Through a good act, say I want to give up smoking because I know it's bad for me. It's killing me. Killing yourself is fucking a sin. But let us not go crazy fucking Puritan and show ourselves some mercy. And love ourselves without making up excuses for why we do bad shit so much. But also, let's walk that middle path. So let's be love and light. And I wish you all a Merry Cernunnosmas. Means a horned one. Cernunnos. And it's a sign of being fucking woke, is antlers. Also, the palm branches is a symbol of victoriously raising up your chrism to be christened, Christed. No one's a fucking Christian out here. Show me one person who's raised their fucking chrism, and I'll show you a cop that goes by the book and an officer that isn't a crook. Anybody in the chat? Church made it a sin doesn't mean it is. Yeah, that's one out of the cycle. Blue, the blue, the white, and the red. Yeah, I live in America. I represent USA. Although lots of us do it unhealthily. Identifying with our flags. The more we identify with shit, the more we separate ourselves from God and from others. And it's interesting how we're in a fucking sexual identity crisis. Oh, fucking confused as shit. But in heaven, there's neither male nor female. The woman's job is to be a priestess and at service to the light. And with a man in sex, she's there to help him bring it up, and they do it together. When the two become one, there's the Trinity present. And lovers, I battle through getting out of a porn addiction and addicted to masturbation. I had to go. It's not easy. Alcohol addiction, cigarette smoking addiction. That's what I'm working through. If you don't have any addictions, then you're on your way to fucking heaven. Because those attachments keep us from progressing on the soul's journey. So, may we, if we've fallen off the wagon, may we wholeheartedly, sincerely be apologetic. Make a firm purpose, amendment to sin no more and to avoid whatever leads us to sin. I stopped using the word sin now. I start bringing it back now that I've come across. It means to miss the mark. What's the mark? Up here. That's where we want to get to. Now we start the journey here as we work ourselves up the mountain like the goat of Capricorn. Happy Cernunnosmas. I love you. Maybe tonight I'm interviewing my dad on wakemovement.org. Wake Movement YouTube channel. It's advice to survive this world. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Love you, angel. Angels we have heard on high. Cherubim. The cherub is Taurus. the bullseye, the mark we want to hit. We want to bring the cerebellum with the cerebrum, the ram of Aries, the bull and the ram. We want to bring them together to sleep in the manger. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.